Hello there. Ukraine regrets giving up its nuclear weapon capability. Things are not looking good in Europe right now, and something Liz Truss said made me raise an eyebrow. More on that in a moment. Speaking at the Munich Security Conference yesterday, President Zelensky of Ukraine seemed to suggest that in the light of a possible imminent invasion by Russia, Ukraine giving up its nuclear weapons in the early 1990s was a mistake. And his statement has drawn claims from Russian analysts that he is out to build a dirty bomb. Zelensky said that he wanted talks on reopening the 1994 Budapest Memorandum that promised Western security for Ukraine in return for the dismantling of its nuclear weapons capability. Until it gave up those weapons, Ukraine had the world's third largest stockpile of nuclear weaponry on its soil. Albeit, as I understand it, the codes were still held in Russia. Anyway, Zelensky said, Ukraine will have every right to believe that the Budapest Memorandum is not working and all the package decisions of 1994 are in doubt. Ukraine has received security guarantees for abandoning the world's third nuclear capability. We don't have that weapon. We also have no security. You can see his point. So one has to wonder that if Putin does not invade, will Ukraine break its obligations under the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty it has signed up to and try and regain some sort of nuclear deterrent of its own? And this will be exactly what Putin does not want to hear. He would either view it, or try to portray it, as a NATO-engineered method of getting nuclear missiles on Russia's border without having to go through the bother of letting Ukraine join NATO. Although while Russia occupies the Crimea and the Donbass region of Ukraine, it is impossible for Ukraine to join NATO. But Putin could conceivably end up with the threat of very short flight time weapons of mass destruction on his doorstep anyway. Either that, or Zelensky wants concrete assurances of direct military assistance from the West to deter Russia. But if that was going to happen, it would already have happened. There are no assurances, except for sanctions and the possibility of a long, drawn-out battle of guerrilla warfare within Ukraine, the unwilling participant in a proxy conflict. But this talk of nuclear arms may all end up being moot. Russia has amassed a huge and comprehensive force that is, according to Western intelligence, massing closer to the Ukraine border by the hour. And there is talk that Putin has already sent the go order to start the invasion wheels turning. And he might just be waiting for the Chinese President Xi Jinping to properly wind up the Beijing Winter Games before the off. And already there are reports that pro-Russian separatists in eastern Ukraine are evacuating non-combatants into Russia and calling all fighting-age men up for duty, as well as sporadic shelling in the area that seems designed to kickstart a conflict. As far as Boris Johnson is concerned, Putin is planning the biggest war in Europe since 1945, and his Foreign Secretary, Liz Truss, says that if Putin is successful in Ukraine, his eyes will turn to the Baltic states. And that statement tells me that the UK government does not believe that the much trumpeted sanctions will work to deter Putin's Russia. So how do you think this will play out? Please like and comment below. Please subscribe and like this video, buy a mug and support me on Patreon or PayPal, and thank you for watching.